3 weeks in a row, I left my job early with migraines, so crushing I could barely see straight. I was a clinical social worker teaching stress management at a hospital. My dream job, helping people and changing lives. The problem was, I was falling apart. For the 3rd week in a row, I landed in my doctor's office. He looked at me and asked, what had me so stressed out? Here I was, the expert, and my doctor was telling me I was failing at managing my own stress. As I walked to my car, I was so confused. I was using every technique in the book. I was meditating, deep breathing, exercise, all of it. But I was barely surviving. As I got in my car, I knocked over my bottle of root beer in the console. I picked it up. I looked at the bottle and thought, this bottle is me. When it comes to stress management, most of us get handed a list. Take a breath, go for a walk, meditate. But as useful as that list is, it misses something fundamental about how stress actually operates. This is what life was doing to me. Every morning alarm, every difficult patient case, every conflict with a colleague, every call from my boss. I was doing the walking, I was doing the breathing, yet I was still this bottle. Would you open it? I learned to handle pressure early. When I was 14, I overheard a conversation I wasn't supposed to hear. My father was dying from cancer. We were a family that didn't talk about things. So I never told anybody what I heard. Instead, I found my own ways to manage. I started stealing alcohol. I didn't even like the taste. But after a few drinks, the pressure became manageable. I was trying to release what was inside using the wrong tool. That pressure never actually went away. It just became something that I learned to carry. That day of the migraine, I reached a breaking point. I realized, even though I was using every technique, I was never actually completing the stress cycle. This is what I mean. Look at this antelope. It's not dead. This is freeze activation, survival energy at its peak. The leopard gets scared off, but the stress stays inside the antelope. Watch what happens next. Did you see that? It took a few breaths to signal it's safe, and then it shook. What you just saw was the physical completion of what research calls the stress response cycle. Stress isn't just a feeling, it's a biological loop with a beginning, a middle, and an end. We've been taught to manage the leopards in our lives, but we've forgotten how to manage the stress itself. We think when the leopard leaves, the stress leaves. But the cycle doesn't work that way. It has to be finished physically. We are the only species that keep the predator alive in our bodies long after it's disappeared from our sight. We stay stuck in the middle cycle and go on to our next task with the ghost of that leopard still inside us. That day in my car, I realized I needed to use everything I already knew in a different way. 2 steps together in sequence. Step 1, reset. This is called paced breathing, and it resets the body's stress alarm. Try it with me now. We'll breathe in through our nose for 5 counts and out through our mouth for 5 counts. 3 breaths. And I'll guide you with this little ball. Ready? We'll start in 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you notice how your body feels different? That's your nervous system resetting. But if you stop there, the pressure is still trapped inside because we haven't released anything. Step 2 is discharge. We have to release the trapped energy doing something physical. Walk, talk, or my favorite, dump and destroy. Try it with me now. Using our palm and our finger, we're going to write in the palm of our hand. Write about something that has been bothering you. Don't censor it. No one can see it but you. Just write for 10 seconds. Ready? Start. Stop. Now, throw it away, toss it. When we physically write by hand and then physically discard it, we are signaling to the brain, this thing I am holding on to, I am now letting go. You've just completed the cycle. 2 steps. Reset the nervous system and discharge the energy. The first week I did both steps together, my migraine stopped. I realized for the first time in my life, I wasn't just managing the pressure, I was actually releasing it. Delicious. That's what happens when you properly release the pressure. you get to enjoy what's inside again. That bottle taught me something 30 years in healthcare hadn't. It's not about having zero pressure. Who wants a flat root beer? It's about knowing how to release the pressure before it's controlling you. This week, when life shakes your bottle, and it will, don't wait for later. Do 3 reset breaths, then discharge the energy. Walk it off, dump and destroy. Complete the cycle. Take back control.